Sup guys, so I'm gonna do what I sort of hope is the first video commentary of Games of Dominion, because I don't imagine this will be very exciting, so it would be sort of frightening, honestly, if someone else had done this already. This is going to be the Good Gamery Dominion Tournament number 2. This is the first round, and I'm going to look through 2 matches. They're best of 5s. This one is RC Cola against STI. STI. I don't know. This is game 1. Obviously there aren't going to be isn't going to be much in the way of spoiler protection because you can see exactly what happened here. So it looks like the game ended on piles, peddlers, wars, and curses. That makes all of those seem like things that would run out pretty quick. It looks like STI decided to take 9 curses for some reason on a board with no trashing, which seems not so good. Let's see why that happened. So they both get 3-4 openings, and it looks like both open potion and silver. RC Kohler gets a familiar on turn 3 and a village on turn 4, which doesn't make any sense. Why is he buying a village on turn 4 with $4? Is the board that bad? Maybe it is. I mean, I guess you have wharf here, so the village is gonna help out getting a wharf chain going pretty quickly. I don't know though. I think maybe loan or silver. Honestly, I think I would have probably opened loan potion here. Your first few buys on this board are probably going to want to be loan potion, like I said, and then there isn't a good option for 4, so it's sort of okay to be low on money. You need to hit 5 for wharf. If you hit 2 potion, you can get university, which is not so bad, although you'd really prefer familiar. But overall, I think early silver is not a priority on this board so much. Although maybe it makes it reasonably likely you get a wharf on the second go through. Anyway, I don't like that village. I would have gone with a loan. I think it's really important to trash the coppers out of your deck pretty quickly. Especially since you're going to be getting curses and have no way to trash those. Styes. See, I think the university instead of familiar is, it just doesn't make much sense with a potion of 3 coppers. I guess I can understand it. Wharf is super good. University gives you wharf, but again, there's no way to trash curses on this board. So until the curse pile is out, I think almost the #1 priority over anything else should be buying familiars and buying ways to play them as quickly as possible. This just doesn't make any sense, buying a Rabble on turn 5 by RC Cola. Rabble is... Gee, you guys probably don't know what the cards do. That's unfortunate. Anyway, Rabble is draw 3 cards and it hits victory cards, so if your opponent has victory cards on top of their deck, they have to draw them, and if they have action cards or other useful stuff, they put them away, basically. I'm just going to assume that you know the cards because it will take so long to explain them. But Wharf is just way, way better. It's another card. It draws 4 cards. Yeah, I would be buying Wharf. I don't understand how neither of them has bought a loan yet. It's just really crucial on this board to get rid of your coppers. Getting another familiar seems sensible. STI buys his first familiar. Again, I think loan over for that silver on turn 7 for Arsicola. I missed the Shantytown buy. I don't understand that on the board with Village. You're planning on getting so many wharves that you're going to have action cards in your hand that you want to get plus actions for, so I would just be buying a Village. I guess for 4 coppers, a Peddler seems okay since there's no good 4. I do think if you're playing a University deck that's getting Wharves and Shantytowns, like maybe a Village is better actually, because you're going to be able to pick up Peddlers for free pretty soon. Buying them for $4 doesn't seem like the best idea to me. And Arsicola is just going to work with curses, which is what ultimately is going to win him the game. Getting a Village now. Some of this stuff just... it's all very scrambled. Wait, why are you buying a Shantytown and then a Village and silver sometimes? You need a clearer idea of where your deck is going right from the start. IMO. Here I would prefer a Wharf over Gold. Wharf is really stupendously, horrifically good. Two Universities is pretty unfortunate. Like, your deck isn't cycling enough that they're really doing much for you. So, it's unfortunate that you got 2 potions and 2 coppers. I don't know about the second potion buy for this reason, but of course, if you... well, no, honestly, there isn't much to do with potions. Like, if you look at these potion cards, Familiar is about to stop being relevant. University, you don't really want more than 1 of. Maybe 2, but there's not much reason. And then Golem requires 4 treasure as well as the potions, so it's pretty optimistic at this stage of the game to think that with 2 potions that's going to let you buy golems regularly. I think probably a Village over University here on turn 10. Nah, this is the first University, I guess. Arsicola, and it gets Wharves. Must be right. Righto. Look at all those curses, that's just brutal, and there's no way to trash them on this board. Miserable. Ugh. So Sty is getting Villages going, Arsicola. You do not want to be buying silvers at this stage in the game. Like, a priority at this point, it's turn 12. Let's see what his deck is. Gold, 3 Familiar, Rabble, Wharf, Potion University, 4 silver. Like, you want 2 silver, probably max. Because it's a Wharf board, you can get your deck cycling. You need more Villages, which you should be buying over silvers. And then you need more Wharves, which you can get with Universities, which you're going to draw more often if you're not buying silvers. The buy phase is going to be largely irrelevant, except as far as getting $5 to be able to buy a Wharf. Also, yeah, both of you still have 7 copper. Loan is a very good card. Sty is getting some Wharves going, Arsicola hitting with more Familiars. Buying a Wharf over a Golem here, I don't know. That one's close. I guess there are so many Familiars in the deck that a Golem's often not gonna amount to much. There's also so little in the way of plus actions. Really, these silvers need to be villages, I think, on this board. A lot of them, anyway. Here, I would buy a wharf over gold again. I really wouldn't be worrying about buying treasure until your deck is cycling. Like, this gold is worth half as much as a gold would be worth if your deck is cycling, because you draw it half the time. More realistically, way less than half the time. So that would be a priority for me. And here again, I buy a wharf. The board also has Peddler on it, so Wharf is not just 4 cards. The plus buy is actually relevant, because you're often going to be able to pick up a Peddler for $0 with that extra buy. This is just unfortunate, getting a potion of silver, but again, like, you ask for this when you buy the second potion a little bit. That looks like a good turn. So yeah, there you go. If you can set that action chain up, you can pick up a lot of free peddlers at the end, and that's going to get you, like 5 peddlers will get you all the money you need until you're buying provinces, which is just going to take 1 more gold. So I guess at this point, RC Cola is just committed to never cycling his deck. Well, both of these guys sort of are after not buying loan on like turn 2. So picking up the province with the golds is pretty swell. And turn 17. I don't know, buying all these peddlers seems risky when you're down a province. Maybe there's nothing better to do. Are there wharves still? There's 1 wharf. So I think I'd just buy a wharf and 3 peddlers. Although I might only buy like 2 peddlers and leave the pile fairly full, because Curse's already gone, and RC Cola, he doesn't have a great actions-based deck, but he certainly can pull off a good turn. Like, he's about to. Turn 19, he's going to play a University of 2 Wharves, and he can end the game. Buying the state. It looks like RC Cola is missing that he can buy peddlers for super cheap. I guess they were for $2 on this turn, but if he just buys 2 peddlers there on turn 19, well, the game is over, so he wins. There are only 2 peddlers in supply there. So yeah, that would have been a win. As is, Stide goes off, but RC Cola is able to win the next turn. So yeah, all those curses, of course, added up to give a massive victory point advantage. Alright, so it was a scrappy game. Neither of the decks really came together. I think the biggest thing to take away from this is loan. Like, looking at this board, there's no way to trash. You have 7 coppers, you just need to get rid of those, and loan is sitting right there, waiting for you to. Oh, and the curses on this board is just paramount that you be fighting for familiars early in the game, because those curses just stick in your deck. So yeah, that's game 1. I'll head on to game 2 now.